catamaran. That's pretty spiffy.
Now, it's not only at this point where we're just about to pass underneath a railway line, we do also pass over to War. Underneath the river, at this point, there are two London Underground tunnels. They belong to the Bakerloo and Northern Lines. Through the bridge and over to our right-hand side, we'll see a large concrete structure with a glass face. That is our Royal Festival Hall, which was built in 1951 during the Festival of Great Britain, which was held to lift the country's spirits after the Second World War. The acoustics in the concert hall are said to be some of the best. All sewage is discharged into the river once the sewers overflow, so they're hoping the new sewer system here in the capital will solve this issue. It's been ongoing for about 5 years already. Ahead of us we've got Blackfriars Road Bridge. This bridge was opened by Queen Victoria back in 1869. If you looked at the support columns of the bridge, they were built to resemble church pulpits at the express wish of Queen Victoria. This was to commemorate the old Dominican monastery, Blackfriars. They used to lie to our left-hand side many years ago. The monks who inhabited the monastery wore black habits, which is where the nickname Blackfriars is said to have originated from. As we pass through the bridge, on the either side of the boat, we'll see tall red support columns sticking out from the riverbed. These are the remains of the Alexandra Railway Bridge. It was designed by Sir Isambard Kingdom Brunel. It took the first steam trains over the river. This used to support the Chatham and Dover railway lines. The top half of the bridge became unstable, so it was taken down. The support columns were left in as to not undermine the foundations for the two Blackfriars bridges. We're just passing through underneath Blackfriars Railway Bridge now. Through the bridge and to our right hand side we've got the South Bank, the area of Bankside. Over in Bankside, during the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, this was the red light district of London. Over there you would have found bear baiting pits, cockfighting pits, riverside taverns, theatres and houses and dens of horizontal pleasure. The large brick building with the tall chimney stack, also to your right there, is the site for the old Bankside Power Station. To this building are only 4 feet deep. It was designed by the architect Sir Christopher Wren. It took over 35 years to build. As we come through the Millennium Footbridge, over to our right there, you'll see a white circular building with the oak beams and thatching on the roof. This is a replica of William Shakespeare's Globe Playhouse Theatre. It was built by Sam Wallermaker, an American film producer, back in the year 1999. Now, Mr. Wallermaker, he sadly passed away before his project could be finished, taken over and completed by his daughter, Zoe Wallermaker. She scattered his ashes over the stage during the opening ceremony. The Globe Theatre, or the replica of Globe I should say, is theirs in Deptford. The ship we see there today is the replica, but it has been around the world twice, taking the exact same route that Drake took. Also to your right hand side, between the buildings and behind the trees, we'll see the 4 spires of Southwark Cathedral.
You just see
The
it in one
son
of the buildings.
of a local butcher, John Harvard. He was born and baptised in the cathedral before later on in his life emigrating over to America and co-founded free to go up to, but you must book it online in advance. Over to our right here, the large naval vessel. This is the C-35, code name for His Majesty's ship, the HMS Belfast. Now the Belfast, she was built back in 1938 in the same shipyards in Northern Ireland as the Titanic. She finished construction, she was used throughout the Second World War and the War of Korea. Most notably, she fired the opening shots for D-Day. She was also used to chase shell and eventually sink the German battle cruiser, the Charles. Today, she's currently moored in London. She's an add-on to the Imperial War Museum and testament to British sea power. Over to our left-hand side now, you'll see a large castle. This is the Tower of London, one of London's biggest and busiest tourist attractions. The oldest part of the tower is the central part with the 4 taller turrets and the flagpole. It goes by 2 names, either the White Tower or the Norman's Keep, and that was built by William the Conqueror back in the year 1070. The tower has served many purposes over its lifetime. It's been used as a royal palace, fortress, mint. The Tower Bridge was designed in the Gothic style fashion to blend in with the Tower of London. The architect behind the bridge was a man called Sir John Wolfe Barry. Tower Bridge is the only bridge in the world which is a twin suspension and bascule bridge, which means the 2 centre roadways can be lifted in a double drawbridge style fashion to become fully upright in just under 90 seconds. They do this to allow larger and taller masted vessels in and out of the upper core of London. Now, if you want to see Tower Bridge lift, folks, you can look it up online. Type in Tower Bridge lift, should be directed to a website that has a bridge lifting schedule. What I can tell you though, folks, is the only day throughout the year the Tower Bridge will never lift, and that is the day of the London Marathon. The marathon runners have to run over the Tower Bridge as part of their route. I do personally think they should lift the bridge a little bit. Make a gap, force the marathon runners to jump over it, and make watching the marathon a lot more entertaining. As we pass through under the bridge, folks, we now leave the city of London behind us. We now enter into a part of the river known as the Docklands. Before we do travel any further downstream though, we will be making a brief stop to our left-hand side. This is Tower Bridge Quay. We've got passengers on board with tickets for St Catherine's, Tower Bridge Quay. Coming up on your left-hand side, we're going to see the lock entrance to Limehouse Marina. If you have a small enough boat, like a canal barge, you can enter Limehouse Marina. From there, find yourself in Limehouse Basin. You can then enter the Regent's Canal and the Grand Union Canals. Working your way up the canal systems of England, you can get as far up north as Birmingham.
There's a statue of somebody. Francis Drake, was it?
watch. We call it the bridge that gets in the way, because if you look to the right, it's been specially designed to ruin the best view of St Paul's here in London. Now in front of us we have Blackfriars Railway Bridge. This is the only railway station in this country that can be run on solar power. Look to the right of the bridge, inland there on the right. Can you see the little church? Looks like a wedding cake. Well, that's St Bride's of Fleet Street, designed by Wren. Directly opposite the church is the London distillery, where they are making London dry gin at the moment. So if you don't know how to pour a proper gin and tonic, go there and they'll teach you. They taught me last year. I haven't stopped drinking it since. Now the last bridge here, which is looking a little bit sad, this is the old Blackfriars Road Bridge. It's under major restoration at the moment, so look on the right, because that's what it's going to look like when it's all finished in 2 years' time. Now as we go through the bridge, if you like to look over on the right, the second building, it's got a green roof. That was the City School for Boys. That is now the headquarters of JP Morgan, the American bank. The red building next door looks like a church. So the one in the middle there got a blue telephone box. That's how we used to phone the police when we wanted help years ago. The red telephone box on your right, that's a 2-bedroom riverside apartment. And under the trees on the right, the Silver Dragons, that means you are now leaving the City of London. The dragons keep the evil out and the money in. The white ship, the Wellington, was the livery hall of Master Mariners. She's reopening shortly as a private drinking club. I've already got my membership. Now on the left there, that last building got a big sign flashing on the top. When the king was called Prince Charles, he said that looked like the back end of a nuclear power station. How could you build something so ugly? We was in such a rush to install them, we installed them the wrong way round. They should be facing outwards to protect. But in front of you here, we have 3 bridges. Where you see the people, Hungerford Footbridge. Behind it, Charing Cross Railway Bridge. And the footbridge on the other side, that is called the Golden Jubilee Walkway. Now these footbridges were a present from the last Queen. Her Silver Jubilee, she announced 2 new footbridges across the Thames. But when we go through the bridge, look up the river in front of us. If you look past Parliament, there's no point looking at it because there's no one there. They're all up in Manchester on having a cup of tea. Now, if you look up there now, look at all those tower blocks. 20 years ago, there were no tower blocks. That was a railway siding. Now up there today, there are 15,000 luxury apartments. It's also where you find the new American embassy. That's the one that Donald Trump couldn't find. Above us on the left, the London Eye. Now I don't know what's going on with the Eye today. I've never seen it so quiet. 32 pods, 28 people in a pod at £30 each. That's why we call it the Wheel of Fortune. But you can get married on the Eye. When they opened it in 2000, they said it would become a venue. So you could get married on there. Quite unique, they tell me. You turn up at the bottom with both families and your priest. By the time you reach the top, you're a happily married couple. And then you have 15 minutes to think about what you've just done. So on the right here, the Golden Eagle, the Air Force Memorial.
Take it all the way out. looks like all these shapes that have just like ice. And what
Or too cold. And it's going to be like this in 3 months.
Essential is the Romans kind of destroyed the
lemon sherbet, so when you put it in your mouth, the outside that you can see right now will dissolve, and on the inside is a lemon sherbet. It's not too sour, but you will go, what? So it's not, don't worry, you'll complete at least 10 before you feel, yeah. So, salmon, brilliant. And then if we go to the sandwiches facing you, sir, that is our ham and cheese, but it ain't no classic because it also has tomato chutney and it's also on sun-dried tomato bread. It's the equivalent to like...
Perché noi ancora che, cioè, teniamo informazioni proprio già mettiamo tutto a posto nella nostra memo. Però dici che ti arriva... E poi...
Maybe I would rather be dead.